different teams, among them the Raiders, as mentioned, and also the Pittsburgh Steelers you see there. So great to have him down on pit road. There's several of those great collegiate athletes on that Sam Hunt racing crew, and this is just one of them, the 29-year-old native of Belmont, North Carolina.
Really, really cool story. Thank you for that, Dylan. So the drivers that came down pit road into the stage, Taylor Gray first off, he is 15th prior to the choose. So 14 guys stay out. And those guys that came down under caution, Harrison Burton, Blaine Perkins, will be 1-2 here. Shane Van Gisbergen, so good to start the race from the pole. Third at the choose, inside that driver's right line, second row.
Gotta be super careful here.
Echo Parker restarts up. Big trouble for Harrison Burton.
So SVG looked like he spun the tires a little bit.
Didn't get a great, great.
But still gonna clear Blaine Perkins off into turn 2 there. Take over second place.
Go after Harrison Burton. Connor Zillich was 12th prior to choose after having to do the pass-through when he got the speeding penalty. So his track position better than it was early in the race, obviously. Little dirt for SVG coming down the hill.
That worked out a lot better than I thought it would in terms of having Blaine Perkins and Harrison Burton ahead of them. Row ahead. Sam there looks the inside. Oh, just not gonna knock up the rears.
Gosh, I was going to say, how did he hang on to it? And he does it. 7 goes around, spins out. 41.
No, I put in there.
It's like he protected from the 31. Yeah, look at a replay there, but it never looked like Sam Mayer touched him, but it definitely startled Justin Allgaier here. He's still laid on the brakes there. It's easy to start wheel hopping as we see SVG and quick work of Harrison Burton trying to bring Jesse Love with him.
Restarted third, 1 lap later, not the next 1 point. As we look at what happened coming to turn 7 for driver 7, Justin Allgaier.
You're going to see Sam Mayer.
Right. Him on the bottom. Oh, that bomb. Oh, he made contact.
It's not the best angle. You start to see at that point the 7 wiggle AJ a little bit, get the wheel hop, goes around. Yeah, the way the 7 just started dancing a little bit, the 41 bottom just touched him.
It's Ron Moore here, so great.
I'm going to think that the way the 7s got so unsettled there, Sam Mayer definitely got in the back. Let's take a listen to Just On Our Radio.
Sorry, but just freak that. I didn't start kidding. Some of you heard me. All right, come on, we'll come in.
Tom Andrew Overstreet right there in that situation. I think I saw Jeff Wilson come along another time. Some good comments, he doesn't turn the tires, but maybe they're not flat spotted, and you want them to try to stay out there. Right there.
I like this battle. Sandy Smith's been in the top 5. Sean Creed is there, and joining him now, the one of Connor Zillich. Let's go back to Connor's 12. Prior to the choose, so you restart outside the top 10. He's made some nice gains early in the run. You got a couple right in front of him. Which way do you go? Waffle right there as well.
He's trying to make that decision right now. Which way to go here? Now on the outside is Sheldon Creed. The 3A and the 3B on the inside. Should eventually make the pass, and he does.
It's Sheldon Justin Creed. Our power movers. He's plus 28 today. Backup car from the back after a huge crash yesterday in
This out to the end of stage 2 here for exactly that reason. Just want to make sure they give themselves enough of a buffer in stage 3, and especially if we get a green white checker or anything of that sort. It's very close for several of these teams, and that's on the radar certainly for all of them at this point in the race.
And Dylan, that has definitely been a trend this season. These junior motorsports cars not quite getting the fuel mileage they had even maybe a year ago. We know how successful they've been. Sometimes when you make horsepower, AJ, can you use a little more fuel?
Well, yeah, and they got a lot more grip than most of the cars. So you definitely are in the throttle.
That's what it is.
Look at this battle for position. Cruz had gotten by Gray to be the best of those that ran it along at the end of stage 1. The race tonight on track.
Yeah, we heard Brent Cruz talking about at the end of that stage that he just doesn't have that loud lever with a grip that he's looking for. Parker, it seems like as he's fighting it right now, he can't get in the corners like he wants, but he really can't attack the throttle on exits.
You see it. I've seen this car have some really hellacious wiggle and flies at times on the exit corners like you're referencing. So definitely just feels like that car's probably out of the racetrack in the rear, and they're going to continue to try to make adjustments on it. But this track is finicky this weekend. You mentioned about Cup. It got faster for some reason. Cup qualified, but some of these drivers saying it's less grip than last year. It's really tough to really put your finger on exactly how this track is reacting.
Tip off on board Cameron, riding with California native Shelton Creed. He and Stanley Smith just tied together since the restart, really. 5th and 6th, right front wall.